Yes, so this is Chapman Academy on YouTube. Subscribe and share with your friends so that they can also join. We are continuing with the phase 3 of the clinical trials. So in phase 3 of clinical trials, we make sure that we compare the new intervention with the standard treatment to see the effectiveness of the new intervention. So that is what we look up to. So here we try to compare the existing treatment, which is the standard treatment everybody is using. Then we compare it with the new one that we are bringing into the system to see if the new one is more effective and then safe than the existing treatment. So that is what we do at phase 3 of clinical trials. So that at the end of the day, if we see that the new treatment that we are coming up with is more promising and then it's more safe and cheap and cost effective for a particular disease, then we would adopt that treatment as compared to the standard treatment. And then because when in the clinical trial, we don't know which of the treatment is better. So sometimes we pick the patient at random. We do random sampling to group them into 2 or more. Then we give them either the new treatment or the current treatment, that the old treatment, that is the standard treatment, to compare. So you give group A the new treatment we are coming up with, and then group B the existing treatment, so that we can compare to see the differences, to see how each of the treatment is able to prevent the spread of a particular condition or is able to treat the disease that we want to treat. So that is what we do at phase 3 clinical trials. And then sometimes too, neither the researcher or the doctors, sometimes we doesn't even know the difference between the treatment. We don't know if this treatment is the new treatment or those that they are in group B is the existing or the standard treatment. So that is what we call blinding. So double blinding. If the participants and then the researchers, we doesn't know what treatment is being given, then we call it double blinding, because neither we the researchers or the participants in the study know what type of treatment is being given. And then sometimes this one, it helps so that it prevents bias, because if I'm the researcher and then I know that this is the new treatment and this is the old treatment, sometimes I might be biased to the new treatment because I'm the one bringing it up. I might be biased to bring to the new one and then be talking or responding positive to the new treatment, to the old treatment. But maybe the new treatment might not be more promising than the existing one. So sometimes we do double blinding. And then in the phase 3, we include a very large number of people, about thousands of several hundreds. We include them into the study. We include a very large number of people into the study so that you will be able to detect the very little side effects of the treatment. So that is what we do. We include a very large number of people into our study. Then it becomes possible for us to detect several and then different forms and types of side effects that may arise after the intervention or after taking the drug or the vaccine. And then the study might also be taken across the world. So the study might take place in two countries at the same time. So let's say Ethiopia will be running the intervention, and then Canada will also be running that same intervention, but it has to be at the same time. So that is what phase 3 of clinical trial study is done. Yes. And then in phase 3 clinical trial, it is offered in the community level. So most of the time, either at the community level or the health facilities, mostly at the community level, because we are recruiting a large number of people. And then it is very long. It's very long than the other phases, the phase 1 and the phase 2. It is very long. It takes a longer period of time, because now we are heading to the approval stage. So we need to take a very long time, a very long period to see what effect will the treatment have on the people, the participants. So we need to take our time. We don't rush. We take a very long period of time to follow, to see how best the intervention is working. And then here, placebo may be used if there is no standard treatment. Placebo may be used. So if the new intervention that we are coming up with, there is no existing intervention or treatment procedure there, then we can use placebo. But placebo is not allowed if there is an existing intervention or treatment there. Then placebo is ethically not allowed. So that is what we do if there is no current existing intervention. We use placebo. And then sometimes the patient who is randomly assigned to a placebo part might offer the standard treatment. So that is crossover. So if we give you the placebo, then the next time we give you the standard treatment. So that is the crossover. And then also, patients in phase 3 clinical trial, they are watched closely. We take our time to look on them. By each person, follow every patient to make sure that we are able to detect any side effect. So if we detect any side effect that is too hard to manage, then we might stop the clinical trial. But if we see that side effects are coming, but these are less side effects, then we can proceed to the approval stage of the clinical trial. So in phase 3 of clinical trial, we are comparing the new intervention or the new vaccine to the existing one to see how effective our new intervention is working or is performing. So that is what we do at phase 3 clinical trial. Thank you for joining Chapman Academy and staying with me. Subscribe and share with your friends and lovers so that they can also learn new things about research every day. Chapman Academy, see you there.